Good morning, and welcome to another edition of Motivational Sundays with Kevin and Friends. This show was originally created from one of the more than 300 motivational quotes that I had created from the contents of my books. And with 40 years of studying human behavior, I was always curious how the same quote landed from one person to another. Were there words that just lay there on a page, or were there conversations to be had? Got together with a couple of my friends, Larnes, Lois, Otis, Naheem, Danielle, Vanessa, and a bunch more, Christopher and Gilda, and we started talking about this. Were these words that just laid there on the page, or? So we created this show, Motivational Sundays with Kevin and Friends. We meet every Sunday at 9 a.m. We're probably the only platform where we welcome in total strangers. As long as you come in hot and with a positive attitude, we talk about quotes, but based on our interpretation and perspective. So the space is not actually designed to make you comfortable, but we want to encourage you. We want to inspire. We want to educate you. We want to create a framework just to make you think. So with that said, I'm going to introduce you to the voice of our show, Mr. Otis Spencer. I'm going to tell you, when that man speaks, a rose even blushes when he's talking. So Otis, if you don't mind, what is the quote? Or wait a minute, let me back up. Did I make a mistake today? Did I not introduce not only myself, Kevin McLemore, as your show host, my co-host on Nats Kinsey? Did I forget that? Did I forget, our Caribbean queen, Lois Campbell? All right. Did I forget to introduce my co-host? Did I also forget to introduce my co-host from the Bronx? She is a change maker. She is pouring into our children. She is an entrepreneur, a published author, as well as Larnes and some other people on here. Um, you know something? I am human. I kind of make some mistakes, but I'm going to throw it back over to the voice. This quote is not a short one today, but we're going to talk about your day. Otis, will you please share with us the quote for the day?
Grand Rising, everyone. Welcome. Birthdays, when I think of things I could save and put into a bottle, I would say birthdays. Why? Because it reflects the gift God has placed into your life. It's a day to celebrate, a friendship given, not bought. It's a day to give just because. It's a day to give love and receive love with less risk and great reward. It's a day that is forever yours because it's your day by Kevin McLemore.
Yeah, that's one of my new quotes, and wanted to kind of lighten up the show today. We've been carrying some stuff around with us this week and whatever, and one of the things I look back at, when I was 16, my first birthday was given to me by my oldest brother, and I happened to write this quote for Miss Lois Campbell on her birthday. And I said, this is a quote. Well, maybe we should share with the rest of the world. So, Lois, um, based on this quote, let's give your interpretation of what a birthday is.
Grand Rising, Grand Rising. It's great to be here as usual. And I just had a birthday. Yes, so I am excited about this code. I took it personal, Kevin, and I feel really special. So when I think of my birthday or my birth, I think of my mom, of course, and I think of my dad, and I think of all the little sperms that were running around when they tried to conceive me. And guess what? All of those little other ones were lost, and it's me. So I feel really special. So being born, I'm definitely bottling it up. I came, my first birthday was simple, fun, running around in Jamaica, cake, sweets, just like a lot of friends, because everybody, all the neighbors are your friends. Everybody in the neighborhood are your friends. So that birthday was very special, even though I didn't know how special it was because I think I was only 1 year old. So, but uh, being a mother myself, giving birth to two boys, that was special. And I'm sure they it could have been anyone else, but I was the one that was choosing to be born out of millions of others. And so I take that very special. Um, as I become now I'm a grandmother of two beautiful girls and one on the way. So motherhood for me is very, very special. Birth for me is very special. So of course I'm gonna bottle that up. Thank you, Kevin.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, that was so sweet. If you can put things in a bottle, I'm hoping this show is one of the things that I put in my bottle to celebrate the fact of how much I appreciate and enjoy the gifts of each and every last one of you that shows up on this show. Never thought that we were one in a million sperms, and now we count. Okay, we do count. So Danielle, all right, Danielle Colvin. Um, you celebrate a lot of birthdays, teaching these young people and celebrate. Sometimes they don't get cake or presents or whatever, but the acknowledgement, it means more than just words. So Danielle, tell us about birthdays. How does this quote land on you when we talk about birthdays?
Grand Rising, everyone. This quote lands on me for so many reasons. I'll start off by saying for my students, I had a parent bring in cake and ice cream and beverages for a student just maybe 2 weeks ago, high school students. And I couldn't believe 14, 15, 16-year-old students, and they are just running to
Mm.
sing happy birthday. And you see all of these, the childlike nature just come back. And that's what resonates with me. Celebrating my birthday makes me remember of all of my favorite things when I was a little girl. It makes me celebrate and reflect all of my accomplishments. And as soon as I turned 50, I decided, okay, it's 50. I'm going to do 50 new things. And I took a list and I kept a list in the journal of these 50 new things that I decided to do, random. But at the end of that year, I had so many things to reflect on and laugh and celebrate that I decided, okay, it's 51. I'm going to do it again. And we should celebrate birthdays and attend birthday parties simply because when we pass away, we don't get to see the flowers at the funeral. We don't get to see everyone celebrating our lives. So why not celebrate our lives when we can actually enjoy it? And that's why birthdays are so important. So celebrate them with people around you that love you and care about you, because when we pass away, we don't get to see all of the love that they wanted to share with us before. That's what I have.
Celebration, birthdays are a celebration of life lived, not a life past. Love that. Love that. Larnes, I know you're she's a great mom. All you guys are great mom. But I'm going to tell you, I'd have got straight A's if Larnes had been my mom because she's like, oh, God. You guys have no idea how many times I get a phone call during the week of Larnes checking me on stuff. All right. I am walking so straight and narrow, standing upright, my shoulders pinned back, all because Larnes has got my back and she keeps me, oh, get out there, boy. Good. You do this right thing. So, Larnes, all right. I can't wait. I know the world's waiting. How does this quote land on you?
Well, blissful risings, everyone. I don't know if I received that the right way because I don't want to be, but I guess you need it. So
No, it's because I love you, and sometimes, I get in my own way, get in my own head, and whatever. And you kind of turn the lights out when I'm turning the lights on when I'm standing in the dark. And we all need someone to be that truth, that voice, and without censorship, you're that voice.
oh, thank you.
It's a compliment.
I receive it. So this quote was a long quote, but it is a very thought-provoking quote. So I had to sit back and consider the concept of birthday. You must understand that it's not just a day and a time to It's like, it's not just a day and time, but it's a reflection of your inner world, the mental image that you hold about yourself and the gift of life. A birthday is a reminder that you are the creator of your experience. And every year you come face to face with the reality of the power within you. The celebration is not merely of the years that has passed, but the internal state you cultivated. It is the manifestation of your consciousness, what you believed and imagined about yourself, about love, about possibilities. Your birthday is a day you set aside in the physical world to honor the love and the life that you have created by your own imagination. Your celebration is not only a passage of time, but the fact that you have the power to create, to change, and to grow. It is a day to imagine yourself fully alive and in love with yourself, to let that joy, excuse me, and gratitude permeate every moment. Birthdays are a time to give and receive because love is always a reflection of the state of mind in which you dwell. When you consciously choose love, celebration, and gratitude, the universe reflects that back to you. In this way, your birthday is a beautiful symbol of your creative power and a moment in time to reaffirm your worthiness of all the love you can give and receive. And as you celebrate yourself, remember this: I am my ancestors who have come before me. Every triumph, every struggle, every step that you took is a that they took, excuse me, is a part of you, woven into the fabric of your being. They live through you, and in celebrating yourself, you honor them, their strength, their resilience, and their love. It is a celebration of not only the individual you are today, but the legacy that has been passed down to you, the living expression of all that has walked before you. Birthdays then become a time of self-recognition, a chance to declare with confidence, I am worthy, I am love, I am life, I am my ancestors that came before me. This powerful affirmation of who you are and who you becoming is acknowledgement that your lineage, your power, your ability to manifest greatness is continued and always will carry forward the legacy of those who shaped your existence. And that's how this hit me.
And for those of you that spend your birthday alone, I want to wish you a happy birthday from all of us. And I want you to understand the reason why we're doing this show, because sometimes we pour into others that have a cup that they won't hold out to be filled. And we're giving you your roses right now. So happy birthday to all of those. And that golden silky voice as the world shines down on you, Mr. Otis Spencer. I'm going to ask you your take on this birthday, but if you may, with that voice, all right, like I said, your time's coming. Someone's going to ask you what's in your wallet. They're going to ask you, what time of day or where the beef is or whatever the case may be. Your voice will be legendary going forward. Someone's going to recognize your gift. Those rays that's shining behind you is someone lifting you up. So if you don't mind, before you give your interpretation or perspective on this quote, it's very long, and I'm a writer, so don't be surprised. I don't do one or two words, but my heart's in a good place. How does this quote land on you, if you don't mind repeating it for the people that just tuned in?
Didn't Ramsey in the Ten Commandments say, so it is written, so let it be done?
Right.
And the quote again: birthdays, when I think of the things I could save and put into a bottle, I would say birthdays. Why? Because it reflects the gift God has placed into your life. It's a day to celebrate a friendship given and not bought. It's a day to give just because. It's a day to give love and receive love with less risk and great reward. It's a day that is forever, forever yours. because it's your day. And kind of my take on it, I think of really as the young ones. The young kids like their birthdays because it's like a Christmas day. They're waiting to receive gifts, have friends over, have fun, and it's time for family gathering. As a former manager, I used to have one of my employees go out and call an employee into the office. And their first response was, "Oh no, what did I do wrong?" But yet here we are with the cake, candles, singing them happy birthday to make their day special. And yes, it is a gift from God, letting you survive another year. But yet, like Kevin just said, there are those who are homeless, those who are aged, who are there living alone. It could be another day of sadness. So this is a time, as he just said, for us to share all the love each day to everyone as much as we can to make it a better day.
I'm struggling to see who I shouldn't follow, and I can't say, going from Lois, going for Danielle, and then Larnes, and then coming from you. It's like, God, I wish I had said my piece first. But I brought the quote, and normally the person that brings the quote is always the first person, but we kind of changed the format because a lot of times your thoughts change based on perspective, interpretation, and listening to others. At first glance, when we see a quote, we become reactive to the words that's on the page. And then 24 hours later, we hear the quote again, and we become emotionally reactive to the page. When I originated this quote, it was my celebration of the people that's on this platform that have always given their time so freely to me. And my appreciation is when days become hard or you struggle. The people on this platform, they don't send a text. They don't use social media, Facebook to say, I love you, whatever. They actually pick up the phone and they call. To me, that means more. And so every day given with you guys is my birthday. And so when I wrote this quote, and I wrote it for Lois, who just had a birthday a couple of days ago, I wrote it with the intentions to be shared with my family. And that's the reason why I only shared it with my Motivational Sunday family. But when I look back at this, I also realize how important birthdays are to me. And they became more important when I had children. They became more important to me when I had friends that I cared about, that I said that, I think Danielle said it about it. We often give roses to people after they're gone, but we don't tell them how much we appreciate it. So birthdays for me is a celebration of our lives. It's a time to acknowledge our growth and express gratitude, not delay gratitude. Birthdays are a time that reflects on our accomplishments and to say we appreciate what we have in our lives and prepare for this moment, not the next moment to come. It is not so much for tomorrow, but birthdays are all about connecting the dots of the life that we live, the time we spend with our family and friends, both times we spend with and times we spend away, and those times that we spend that we'll never get back another day. Birthdays are allowing us to recognize the time that we value someone that has been brought into our life, that gift that touches our souls. Birthdays are a time to honor traditions and symbolize the passings of times and the gifts that we have in this life. Birthdays are more than just unwrapping gifts, cutting of cakes, setting of goals, and some goals we never achieve. Birthdays are always about the power of life, a cup half full and pouring into others. Birthdays are more than just another day on the calendar. It's a day to celebrate the life, the gift that God has allowed you to have, and a freedom to give to others. So when I look at this quote, I say to each of my brothers and sisters on this platform, much love and happy birthday. So with that said, I'm going to go around the table so the world would know. My birthday is December 10th. Larnes, when's your birthday?
August 6th.
Danielle Colvin, when's your birthday?
August 3rd.
Oh,
Lois, when's your birthday?
November 2nd, and it was beautiful.
And the
Thank you.
voice, Otis Spencer, when's your birthday?
February 16.
So on this day, we immortalize the birthdays of the people on Motivational Sundays with Kevin and friends. And I acknowledge, and I'm going to say premature and even after the fact, wish much love. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right. With that said, we meet every Sunday here at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We basically, we toss out a quote based on interpretation perspective. We talk about it. Some days the conversation gets deep and gets heavy. Some days, like today, we just reflect on and what we appreciate. The holidays are coming around, so there's going to be much thought. It's going to be much pulling at your heart coming forward. But I'm going to say to you, even if it's not today your birthday, bring someone into your arm and hug them just because. All right. So if you like what you've heard, go to RMK Productions and Network on our YouTube page and you subscribe and follow. And like I said, if you have someone that you care about, share this podcast with them. And could be better than a Hallmark card, okay? Because it becomes personal. When a stranger tells you how much they love you, pay attention. Don't dispute it. Don't debate it. Just take it in. All right. Because this may be all the love that you get for today. All right, because we do a lot for other people, and sometimes people don't pour it back. So now your cup is being filled. And to my family and friends that are in transit, Vanessa, Denise, David, Naheem, we say happy birthday to you and much love. So, again, we meet every Sunday at 9 a.m. We're probably the only platform or podcast that you're welcome. Just make sure you bring some positive juice. Everyone's on camera. Everyone participate. So until next week, my grandfather always said, when you get to a place where you can help someone else, he said it's your duty to do so. He said, reach one, teach one. And with that said,
we fade to black.
and ladies and gentlemen, until next week, we're out. Thank you.